What is going on, guys? Welcome back. It is Institutional here, and I wanted to show you guys a little trade recap that I took today following the ICT 2022 mentorship ideas and trades or systematic approach that he has given to us, right? The gems he's given to us. If you guys haven't watched it, please watch it. Don't take it for advantage because it is truly a blessing that we have ICT giving all of this for free, right? So, what I want to show you guys is the trade that I took and basically what I saw, but before that, I want to show you guys a bit of my trading career and kind of what has been happening this past 2 weeks. I haven't been taking the best of trades, not following my plan, doing some dumb things, so I've stopped trading on my live account. And I decided to take a new challenge with my Forex funds. And I took that today, my first trade with my Forex funds. And this basically the point of this video is to tell you guys that what I'm going to be doing is kind of a series of the trade recaps that I take with my Forex funds. And we'll go over them and I'll tell you guys what I saw, what I did wrong, what I did right, and the recaps of it, right? The trades that we took, and I'll show you guys basically what happened, right? So I took a trade with US 30, but before I took that trade, I took a trade with S&P, right? And this trade was losing trade, but fortunately enough, I only lost $50. And the reason why I only lost $50 was because I had no idea how the lot size was. So what I saw here was my entry was around here. I saw a fair value gap, I saw a displacement, and I saw a displacement lower, and I saw a break between the swing and low, right? Like ICT taught us. But basically, price ended up above it. So once it does this, I should have already closed out of the trade, but I was being greedy and I waited for price to start showing me that change with other pairs. And since I was in such a low lot size, I didn't mind holding the little bit of drawdown that I did. So I only lost around 50 euros, $20. I'll check it right now. I'll show you guys with the screenshot. But price comes back up, and what I start seeing now is sort of a divergence, right? I saw a divergence where these highs here were most likely coming back up to grab some liquidity here. I thought that we could probably break these, but then when I saw it, right, if we look at this, when we look at US 30 and we go to the same time frame, well, we have the complete opposite. And if we look at it, we don't have those equal highs pending. Instead, we have that type of formations that ICT taught us when it's grabbing that liquidity, right? This type of ascending formation that we have happening here, right? So there's pendants here, pendants here, pendants here, pendants here, which means there is accumulation happening, right? Price drops down, and then it gave us a fair value gap right here, right? So when we're looking at that fair value gap, that's when I was looking for my entry on the M4 time frame. We broke out of the swing high, and we broke out of the swing low, and we had displacement for both ends. I decided to take that trade because I understood that what was happening with NAS and S&P was just a liquidity run, right? And I'm going to show you guys here really quick the trade that I took. So the first one here is $20 I lost the trade because again I put the wrong lot size, and then US 30 here are both two trades that I took, and both risking 500. The other one was around $100 I was risking for the trade, so risking around 0.6%. And then the NAS and the other NAS trade, they're just trades that I was taking to actually understand what lot sizes I need to use for the next time I take a trade with NAS, because I understood what US 30 is and S&P, but I didn't know NAS, so I took a trade and now I understand, and I made sure that I put it here, the lot sizes that I gotta be taking with my funding talent when it comes to the trades, right? So here's a trade. I took it at 10:36 and I sent it to my Telegram, and then basically again what I saw was just the type of pattern that ICT taught us, and then I saw displacement or break of structure, a fair value gap, right? Something that I also want to make you guys take note of is whenever we have huge gaps like this, look at the 50%, right? Look at the 50%. Majority of the time, it comes back up to that area. And this, I've noticed this a lot when it comes to my back testing. This helps us a lot when it comes to our R, right? Because this was a 3-to-1 for me, and obviously I closed out a bit later. But the trade could have been potentially a 5-to-1 if I would have just looked at the 50% and not just gotten in at the fair value gap when I see the rejections, right? And then, so what I took with this trade was, again, how I managed this trade was price came back up to the fair value gap, it dropped down. So this now, to me, we shouldn't break this high. This is going to be my lower time frame high. And then here was my intermediate term highs ICT taught us. And then we saw that price came back down and it gave us a new intermediate term high. So now price is showing you that it's getting weaker and it should start shifting. And this now also becomes your new bearish order block, right? And then we can look at my Telegram as well. I was updating it here. Here we have our intermediate term highs, and then I was updating them on what I saw happening. the higher time frame as well perspective, we have the higher time frame OB with the inducement right here, right? Induced it for people to start selling early, and then it came back up towards the higher time frame OB when it can actually start dropping, right? And then once it came back down to these equal lows, I told everybody to set to break even, because if it were to come back up here, then you don't want to be in the trade, right? But most likely it'll take the lows like it did, because again, there were two equals of people that were looking to buy here, right? For the overall long, they got stopped out, right? And also what I saw was, when you look at this range was the last liquidity grab, right? Here was where we grabbed liquidity, and market opened up right here, right? Here was our 12 a.m. New York midnight open, right down here, right? So when price comes back down to this level, I should have understood that smart money for this day and type of day, even if we have a lot of imbalance and obviously they want to come for this liquidity, they're most likely going to push price back up higher, because what they're doing for now for this day is they want to push price back up higher, right? And then what I saw was, if we look at the M1, we saw the same type of accumulation that we had to our left, right? What I saw was, again, the lows were being taken, but what does this mean? This means that smart money is now accumulating for the longs, and once we had that break here and we have the order block formed, I told everybody to get out, and I got ahead and took it out of myself in this trade. And if we look at it here on the M5 or M4, whatever you want, we also have a nice little fair value gap here that I respected, and then price push up higher. So essentially you could have taken this trade, but to me, I'm still bearish, so I don't want to get looking at the longs just yet. I would need a break from the H4 lows all the way down here for me to start be looking for some longs, because I still see all of this range as liquidity. So as long as this does not break, I'm looking for shorts, right? So yeah, it was just a little trade recap using the ICT 2022 mentorship structure that he gave us, and showing you guys basically what I saw for this trade, and how hopefully you guys got some insight from it and you guys understood what I took. If you guys want to take the trades with me and you guys want some updates on my 100K challenge that I'm taking now, go ahead and join my Telegram. But if not, I hope you guys got some ideas from this video and basically what I saw. But yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. I will see you guys in the next one, and safe trading.